pussy does this motherfucker get? We read 0 pussy, ma'am. Dear God.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Wait.
Yo.
So, how are you guys tonight?
I'm doing great.
As good as could be expected. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the non-binary finer in between. It's a bit delayed. It's been a bit late, but we promise it's been more than worth it. Welcome to Autumn Armageddon.
The thing is with a show like this, and as anticipated as it has been throughout all the weeks, days it's been leading up to this, we have been making sure everything's been prepared, and we wanted to give you the best show possible. Every performer on this show wanted to give you the best show possible. So that's why may have been a little bit, but we here, we back, and we end this thing on 80s and crack.
The hurricanes could not stop the show, just slow us down. The second coming of the Rona cannot stop the show, it only slowed us down. And whatever else has been going on that has delayed this show will not stop it from finally going out to you fine, beautiful people. For better or for worse.
Yeet. Yeet. Yeet, and then you skate.
We're all too white for that, okay? We're all too white for that.
But
Except for you, Mr. Price. Except for you.
Yeah, we don't know what race or gender this thing is, but we know the price is right. So as we start this night, this was lit off because the first match of this evening was Jack Harvey and Sabrina Slayz. This has been building up, much like a lot of contests on this night, for months, going back to April when it looked like that Jack was going to save Sabrina from an attack of the farm. When on that night he joined the farm, and they beat her so badly, brainwashing her, or at least that's what everyone says happened. I don't know if Graves would agree with that, but
they showed her the light of the farm, and though that light seems to have been diminished, as we recently saw, Interpol is wrongfully chasing after the Sublime One himself, unfortunately.
Do you have any updates on Mason?
He didn't talk to me. I've had no calls. Mr. Smiles is supposedly going to be here tonight, so maybe we'll get some answers there. But alas, I hope
so. I hope so. Well, let's head to the action. Even before anything could really get started, Jack attacks Sabrina in the back. This is the doors, ladders, and chairs. This is like usually we see tables,
we didn't have a budget for tables.
No, because
on a night like this, you got big. And as they say, when one door opens, another one closes. So why not put some bodies through?
In this case, when the door closes, it breaks because a lot of doors broke.
Yeah, this is the only wood we could afford on that night. But nonetheless,
because we all know you ain't got any going for you. Oh, sorry, you're not the guy I'd like to belittle. The gray shirt guy. Sasha Gray guy.
The green is in the back of Arthur, but on this night,
Mr. Price,
he probably wore that gray shirt while watching Sasha Gray. That's why it's a Sasha Gray shirt.
Fair enough.
That's true. That's fair enough. But on this night, Jack, before the match even got started, attacked Sabrina backstage, throwing her into the garage door of the venue. Started unleashing hell upon her, lefts and rights, picking her up, throwing her into every piece of equipment in the backstage area, then bringing her right out to the arena, and it's bedlam. Jack pulls out a door from underneath the ring, and just fucking starts. Excuse me, this is crazy. Starts slamming her face repeatedly right into the door, slides the door into the ring, and then slides Sabrina into it. gets right in, and props the door right against the turnbuckles. Gets Sabrina up, goes to whip Sabrina into the door, but she's able to counter it, and Jack goes straight through the door. Sabrina gets on top of Jack, gets a 1, gets a 2, but that's not enough to think about this.
That man went through that door like he was a DoorDash delivery driver delivering a chicken Big Mac.
I bet he delivers a lot of Macs that are big. But then this is the thing with this match is any door can be used. That's why Sabrina goes underneath the ring, going outside, going underneath the ring, and she pulls out a screen door off of a trailer.
Door.
Got a screen door.
I got stories about them screen doors, man.
Well, we'll find out about those later.
You get out partying a little too hardy some nights. You trip and fall through a screen door. Ooh, man, that's a yikes.
And this seems like she's about to do something with Jack, because as Jack is starting to get to his feet, she puts it in the screen door, holds it up herself, grabs Jack by the head, and traps his head in between his head and his neck in between the screen door, and she doesn't pull his tights all the way down, but we see a little bit of white cheek from Mr. Harvey, and she starts smacking that booty. And
oh my God, it's Crack Harvey.
It's Crack. Yeah,
she grabbed a steel chair and spanked him while he was stuck in a screen door.
Kinky.
All the disrespectful things. Like, put aside my love of the farm, the amount of disrespect this woman put this man through.
Hey man, that's crazy. For all you know, he might like that.
Could you say that she was selling Crack Harvey?
No, but he was showing us his Crack Harvey.
But then she rips him out from the screen door, gets him up on her shoulders, and tries to go for like a power bomb. But Jack Harvey is able to counter that, and with punches to her head, brings her down. A freaking DDT spiking her on top of her head, right on the screen door itself. That's when Jack, he goes outside and he gets 2 tables that are stacked upon side to side of the arena floor and brings them in.
Tables?
Yeah, he's actually got tables now. I didn't think I would. I thought it was only going to be doors and chairs.
Doors match, not a
I
table
tried
match.
You know what? It's fine. At least it's not one of our announced tables. We go through so many of those as it is. That's why I made this a doors match, so our tables would be left alone.
Yes.
Well, Jack said, "Fuck your tables," because
apparently,
I hear the. But the thing is, I heard through the grapevine earlier today, and I didn't want to tell you this, Graves, and I'm sorry for letting you know this now, but I have a connect that his name is Pedro, a good friend of mine. Those two tables those 2 tables that Jack is bringing into the ring are from his catering company. Pedro's.
These are sponsored. Those are sponsored tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're making money, so you should be happy.
Yes, I am very happy. I love the money.
I know. Very Republican. Jack brings the money. Well, we brought the money. Jack brings the tables into the ring. He sets them up and the chairs. He puts these chairs, and he sets 2 tables alongside those chairs, and he gets Rebecca up. Sabrina Slayz up, and puts her straight through those 2 tables, and with the Death Valley. Yeah. So I'm a little excited because again, been a little bit and just happy to be back on the screen, folks. But he takes that Death Valley driver, sends her through those tables, gets on top. Uno, dos. Not enough to put her away.
Almost there, though. It's like
almost. And that Jack, I don't know what he was doing, but he went outside, looked under.
I thought this was a DLC match. I thought the title would be hanging above the ring. No, this is pinfall winnable.
Yeah.
Oh,
the thing is, you can score a pinfall, but then after you score the pinfall, you have to climb and get the title.
Yeah,
so really? All right.
What is that? What is it like?
Yeah, this is we're going to the mountaintop with this.
Yeah, all the way.
Okay, then.
All the way to the mountaintop. So
all the way to fucking Victory Town.
Yeah, and that's when Jack goes outside. He grabs a ladder and he brings it back into the ring. All this weaponry all over the place. We're gonna have to clean this up into this contest. But Jack grabs that ladder, pulls it into the ring, and entraps Sabrina's right leg in between the ladder and the chair. And then takes another chair that he has in his hands, picks one up, slams that chair right on her right leg, dismantling it. And
that's gonna make climbing hard.
That's gonna make climbing very fucking hard. And that's when Jack takes that right leg, slides over with like an Oklahoma style roll. 1, 2, 3. But now Jack, in a convoluted message, I can't believe Graves. I'm sorry this got overlooked. I heard through the grapevine that maybe Blakey Dyer had some assistance with this show that you weren't allowed to know, and this was his match. He booked this match.
Well, that's
why it's convoluted.
That sounds like
here's what was crazy. You said Blakey Dyer had some influence in this match. I believe that because Jack started climbing up to go grab that title from up above, right?
Yeah.
It's in fingertips reach, and the damn thing goes up.
Yeah.
Now that's a fractured title. That's how fractured this is.
Yeah, it's so fractured. Like the belt moved.
I mean,
when he tried to, it moved upward.
Moved upward.
I thought at first, maybe I just had a little too much weed or something. But I've been spending a lot of time at the weed farm. You guys got a great hookup down there.
That's true.
But it was real.
Yeah, but then Sabrina starts getting up, and the title lowers a little bit, starts lowering down, and she's able to get pick herself back up, starts attacking Jack, and then she hits him low right in between the nether regions. And
the noise that he made could only be.
That hurts me. That hurts. Yeah, that hurts the little Sasha Graves down here. But then she takes him, puts him in, gets him ready to go, and she goes to the outside with this ladder down. She goes outside, grabs another ladder, and she gets another door from underneath the ring. She's multitasking. This woman is. I've never seen someone have an injury like she has and multitask this fast. But she pulls another ladder, slides it in, gets a door, a wooden door, and gets spray paint that says "F.U. Harvey." Writes it on there, and puts.
That's just uncalled for.
Maybe so. Puts the doors and the ladder inside of the ring. Puts the door on, sets it on these two ladders, and pulls a lighter out of her pocket. Lights the door on fire that says "F.U. Harvey."
She goes out of her way to spray paint this door and then sets it on fire.
Women are crazy.
Maybe it's a solstice or a fall ritual. Burn the bad feelings away.
Possibly. But that's when, as Harvey's trying to fight, he fights his way out a little bit. Jumps up, tries to go for a jumping cutter, Nightmare's touch. but she's able to catch him, put him in a sleeper hold, put him to sleep long enough, takes him over. The flames growing even more. The audience can feel the heat. We could feel the heat. And, she gets him up, packages him up from the second rope, package pile driver straight through the table.
They both went through the flames.
Fire burning.
So she wedged a door between ladders, lit it on fire, and then pile drove him through it.
Isn't it just the coolest shit you've ever seen?
Coolest shit in the world. And that's when she
this
draped
was
her
some
arm.
hot shit. That was the heat was the heat. The action was burning up, and so is Jack Harvey's hair. That glorious is.
Gets a 2, gets a 3, but she still has to climb the ladder. And one of the ladders she used to stack that door on was the same ladder Jack was just climbing. She can't seem to find any other ladder, so she has to use pieces of another ladder. And it seemed like what Price was hinting at with the Blakey Dyer inclusion, because that title keeps lowering itself to meet her halfway with that ladder. So she's climbing up a little bit rung by rung. That fractured title leans down lower. She grabs it. New fractured champion of the universe, Mrs. Sabrina Slayz. Look, I don't know. That's some chicanery. I'm not a fan of Dyer now. I was a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie. That's a fat prick.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. How long's the Fun been doing all kinds of crazy stuff? I think this is karma.
2 years.
Those were genuine magic and miracles. This was sabotagery.
I think you've been drinking a little too much moon juice, Graves.
I have been clean since my cleanse. I have not had any moon juice since my cleanse. But since that last match was brought to you by Pedro's Tacos Tables, we might as well give you the Pedro's Tacos.
Hola, it's Pedro. Come try my chicken and tacos. I sell your body parts to the cartel. Oh, also, Texas Steel, you son of a bitch. Tell your sister. You can go piece up a rope. That ain't my baby. Fuck that bitch.
Jesus Christ. Before anything else
to say before the commercial break.
Yes, we were headed on to the next match, and that is the first it's between it was originally a 3-way, but before this match could occur, Dro was attacked backstage by Doomsayer, and geez Louise, this Valor Championship, whoever wins this will have to defend that title on a weekly basis, but it is now a one-on-one contest, Vagabond versus Doomsayer. This is, I mean, Doomy's a killer. He is a doctor. Dr. Doomy. The man disintegrates and dissects people inside and apparently outside of the freaking ring, too.
Dude is an actual killer.
K to the I. Yeah, K to the I, to the L, to the F, the E, to the R. But
Dr. Doomsayer is what I like to call an essential assassin.
He's the only EA that you can't play.
Hey, I like that.
But he gets in the ring. Vagabond comes down. Both men stare eye to eye, start slugging it out repeatedly. Forearms exchanged. Both men proving to themselves and to the audience that they want to have the valor to be able to hold that championship and carry it week to week. But Vagabond hits Doomsayer with a European uppercut, sends him back into the ropes. He catches him, grabs his arm, whips him across the ropes. Bent leans down a little bit, does Vagabond, maybe trying to send Dr. Doomy over the head, but that doesn't happen. Dr. Doomy up kicks up the face of Vagabond, catches him, swings him down, neckbreaker style, slams him down 1, 2, not enough. Vagabond able to kick out at the count of 2. That's when Doomy gets on top, starts ragdolling Vagabond, punching him, grabbing him by the head, dragging him, slamming his head right into the mat over and over again. Ref has to pull Dr. Doomy off. Vagabond gets
that distraction allowed Vagabond to recover, and Doomsayer came back at him and caught him in that Field of Nightmares combination, that lethal combination.
Jesus Christ,
the Field of Nightmares.
That was definitely nightmare fuel.
Vagabond kind of got a lot of leverage back at that point.
Yeah, and that's when he is able to go for the cover himself. Gets a 1, gets a 2, and he's able to get Doomy out of the ring, throws him to the outside, slams his face right into the barricade. Ref tries to get him to come back in, make this a fair fight, but they start slugging it out. Apparently, that fired Doomy up, sending his face going into the barricade. Vagabond gets up on the apron, trying to dive off, but he's caught by Doomy, and Doomy just rams Vaggy right into the barricade. Yeah, that was nuts. It was crazy. So
you want to talk about crazy? Talk about what happened a couple minutes later.
Yeah.
Listen to this, y'all. Okay.
Okay. What happened?
These two dudes start slugging it out again. They go back around. Graves, I know you were trying to talk about protecting the announce tables. The plot did not demand that tonight. According to these two guys, because they're trading shots back and forth, and Vagabond gives a nice shot to Doomy, and he falls over on the announce table. At that point, you see the light bulb go off on Vagabond's head. He goes up on the apron, climbs up, and the damnedest thing I've ever seen, a flying double stomp off the top through the damn announce table.
Holy!
Let's just think about that airtime for a minute, because again, I try to incentivize them not to use our announce tables. They are expensive. They're custom made. There's a lot of expensive tech on them. I had them a good 7, 8, sometimes even 10 feet away from the ring. This man flew 10 feet with a stomp.
It was
the dynamic of that man.
What do announce tables, Doomsayer, and Graves Fuller's bank account all have in common?
I don't know.
When Vagabond hit that move, they all went like this.
Yeah, that. But Vaggy gets him back up, puts him back in the ring, easily going for a 1, a 2, almost gets a 3, almost becoming Valor champion. But Dr. Doomy kicks out at 2. With Doomsayer still lying on the mat, Vagabond sees what just happened going through the table. He tries to repeat that same success in the ring, coming off with a double foot stomp, but caught by the freaking throat from the finest of grips, the bare palms that is Dr. Doomy. Lifts him up, chokes him, slams him right upon the knee. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt mega time. And then Dr. Doomy just kind of lifts Vagabond just gently a little bit off of the mat. And we talked about Sabrina getting a little bit of a sleeper hold on Jack, but this little device that is put onto Vagabond, much like a dragon sleeper, a reverse headlock, body scissored, wrapped around Vagabond, much like an anaconda, squeeze the knife. Yeah,
that's a big dude to be constricting you like that, man.
It
and it was no surprise that Vagabond just did not have an answer for that.
And your winner, the first ever Valor champion of MDC, Dr. Doomsayer.
What a match!
That was
Especially that announce table.
Nothing is better than just watching two dudes slug it out. That's what we saw. We saw two dudes getting it on, slugging it out, fucking just bang, bang, bang.
Let me pitch this to you. So next, Mr. Price, because I think this is up your alley. So next we're gonna have a pit. We're gonna go straight to the barbecue pit.
The
SKABZ.
barbecue pit. Hey, I think we need to bring some snacks to the barbecue pit.
Nope.
And it's convenient. We just had the two dudes because I know where to go. We go to Dude Chew.
I used to be a loser who couldn't get laid at all, brother. Now I've got more women than I can handle. Can we trust a communist like Tyrion Moon and his disgusting moon juice? I mean, just look at them side by side, dude. Basically the same person. There's three things I love in this world. God, Trump, and Dude Chew. Dude Chew is made exclusively in North Korean factories by children ages 2 to 5. And you're probably asking yourself, dude, isn't this, illegal? Yes, it is. So let me ask you a question. Are you gonna be a beta cuck like them, or be an alpha like me? So call me. I'm not gonna give you my phone number, but call me and buy a bunch of fucking Dude Chew right now, or I swear to God I'm gonna kill myself. I swear to God I'm jumping off a fucking bridge right. Side effect of Dude Chew includes rectal bleeding. Do not take Dude Chew if you intend to vote Democrat.
And I air that during the year 2024. That's something. But we go. Look,
just a reminder for everyone else: we are not necessarily aligned with the political views of our sponsors.
I hear Dude Chew got bought out by Moonco though, so it's like,
yeah, I think the next product is now Moon Chew, and then they might be making a line of Dude Juice.
Yeah, which
ew.
is weird. But anyway,
but moving onward,
non-appetizer. Back to the barbecue. Sasha Gray, you were talking to me about barbecues.
Yeah, I figured you would enjoy this because we see Dance going to the pit. Tyler Savage, an OG of this place, wanting to hold the international championship once again. Asked SKABZ for a match. SKABZ, a fighting champion, gave it, but only in a match that he has made famous, this pit, where you have to throw your opponent inside of a burning pit that is set on fire. We already saw fire at the beginning of the night. We're seeing it here again. I don't want my skin to burn, but some skin is going to get burned tonight. Before we get to this, though, dancing hula girls. We see, and some coconuts covered in coconuts.
Hey,
as
that's what's
brought up.
I say, yay.
Yeeting and skeeting might happen after the show if you get my drift. But much like Vagabond and Doomsayer just moments ago, this match starts out hot and heavy, back and forth. Punches from both guys. Tyler quickly getting the better of the two. A heavy forearm from him, leading to a suplex. But SKABZ is able to turn it around mid-move. And, as he's trying to lift him, SKABZ knees the top of Tyler's head and then turns it around, scoops him up, body slamming right into the sand. The people don't think about this, but the sand, once those grains could possibly get into your skin, it's hard to get those things out.
It's coarse. It gets everywhere. It's uncomfortable. But also, this is warmed up sand. This is a giant hula pit that we are battling around. That sand is hot.
Hot like
not quite
lava.
walking on coals hot, but that is some hot sand to be fighting on.
Yeah, they're hot coals, baby. Yeah, he gets gets Tyler up, punches him, brings him over to the pit, trying to throw him in, but Tyler ain't having that. Punches to the gut from Tyler Savage. This time he's able to land the suplex. He gets on top of SKABZ, beating him, hitting him in the head. He gets off SKABZ and goes over and gets a shovel. As SKABZ is trying to get up, it looks like Tyler's going to hit him with the shovel, but SKABZ is able to block it. Boot to the midsection from SKABZ to Tyler, and he grabs that the shovel from Tyler and whacks him right in the head.
Oh,
Tyler,
you know what's weird about this SKABZ guy? You know what really sets me off about this dude? He's just a freaky little, creepy little weirdo. Okay, because he hits Tyler with the shovel, and then he runs at the damn hula girls, oinking like a madman. He's scared off the hula girls.
No, he did not.
Yes, he scared off the hula girls.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Maybe they'll be.
I hope they come back. That was the only entertaining thing around here. But
the match was also entertaining. Come on.
It was. I mean,
match.
my
it's hula dancing girls, Graves.
You know what? For the next show, Graves, please. I would like, if you can, and now I don't have no power, obviously. I'm just a commentator, but I ask you, since I've been nothing but nice to you, I've been a good worker. Could you get me
guys
some?
Have done a lot of work.
Can you get me some hula girls, Graves?
We will see what we can do for your end of year bonus.
Thank you. So as Tyler is gushing blood from that shovel attack, he's gotten right back up by SKABZ. SKABZ trying to take him over, but again, Tyler, being the savage, being the man from the military that he is able to tactically fight his way through. Hits SKABZ repeatedly right in the face. Picks him up, spinebuster slam right on the sand. Again, that sand being hot and coarse, getting right into the body of SKABZ. And this time, it's Tyler Savage that is taking the shovel and hits SKABZ right in the back. The part of
one shot for each hula girl.
And part of the shovel bends.
How hard was he hitting this dude?
You know,
he was pissed off.
Or not? Apparently.
He was pissed off about those
hula girls. I mean, Tyler Savage likes hula girls too, apparently.
Yeah.
What, Fuller?
Was the head of the shovel bending, or was the handle cracking?
It was bending on one side, and it was cracking on the other.
That's a lot of force.
That was a lot of force. That was a lot of anger. That was a lot of hulas missing. But that's Tyler he gets SKABZ up, tries to throw him into the pit, but that's when somehow out of nowhere there's I don't know if you guys seen this, but there was a whole truck full of Jack Daniel's whiskey that somehow backs its way right onto the sand. Okay.
No, I thought that truck was the truck of sand to fill the hole.
There was that. That was already there.
Okay.
So there's another.
I'm sorry.
Who else is bringing a truck of Jack Daniels?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear some people really like their whiskey at a barbecue. Apparently,
okay.
This was a 21 event.
It's the only thing.
This wasn't just a match. This is a full-on barbecue party and post-match, feast for everyone to enjoy at the end. Don't think too much about it.
They were grilling glizzies in the front row.
Yeah, and having crinkles with it too.
Yeah.
But
I had some earlier. They were fucking great.
Yeah, some dog come by and eat them all. What happened?
I tell you, man.
I know pups and food. But
Anyway, yeah, this Jack Daniels truck comes around.
And that's when Tyler fights him and SKABZ continue to fight, but Tyler's able to reverse things, but put SKABZ on top of his shoulder, spin around, TKO, fireman's carry cutter. Tyler climbs the Jack Daniels truck, dives off, pointing the elbow right into the middle of Piggy's chest.
Like in midair, I swear, he crotch chopped in midair.
Oh, that was for the Hula Girls.
That was for the Hula Girls.
That was for the Hula Girls.
Right.
But, blood running down his face, adrenaline running through his veins. That is when Tyler Savage takes one of the Jack Daniels bottles, breaks it in half, takes a swig, and he grabs a nearby torch, gets SKABZ up. SKABZ is a little weary. He's not knowing where he is, looks like it. And with all the liquid courage running through his veins, he has that torch right next to him, does Tyler, blows seemingly alcoholic mist right into the face of SKABZ. Then
the torch?
A torch mist.
A torch
he breathed
mist.
Fire onto SKABZ's face, driving him backwards.
It was a good thing he had that pig mask.
Oh, yeah.
That's no longer a pig mask.
They threw people up because I guarantee there were. There were people out there in the crowd that were like a few shots deep out of that Jack. So they were pretty lit. I swear. I think they thought SKABZ was an actual pig man. That pig lit up and people just went oh. And then he came off like he was able to throw it off and it's like oh he's just a guy wearing a pig head. So it's like he's okay. He doesn't have like burn. He doesn't have like major face burns.
But he flies into the pit regardless. And the winner of this contest. Oh.
So he got misted, throws the mask off just in time to get a massive running knee to the now exposed face, sending him into the pit. Where afterwards, Tyler Savage lowered on the banana leaves, put on the fresh hot sand. Your new
international champion.
Two-time international champion.
Two times.
Tyler Savage.
And the Hula Girls came back out. That was the best part of the match.
Hula Girls came out and celebrated, including that one star that was that left him when he left the farm, that dirty traitor. And congratulations to him. He's earned this.
Are you still hold on? Are you still petty about that?
I just said congratulations, didn't I?
Yes, you did. But now we're getting down to
Return to his side is dressed as a Hula Girl, and you can imagine he's going to enjoy his night with his title as him and the Hula Girls all leave the area to go to the actual barbecue out back to celebrate.
And suddenly the Beach Boys all started singing. But speaking of singing, some axes, some chairs, some heads going to be swinging because next, the semi-main event of the evening, the fifth match on this show, three-way dance, Renegade Championship on the line, Renegade rules, everyone knows how this goes. TJ Blaire, Sander Cool, and Cerebi. Everything for one calendar year between three of these men, all three of these guys, has been building up to this very moment. This same month, 1 year ago, is when indoctrinated as he was, TJ Blaire, under the care, lack thereof apparently, of Smiles, became Renegade Champion by interfering in the match that was contested between Sander and Cerebi for the Renegade Championship at the time. Was the last man standing, and somehow Smiles, using a power he seemingly had, comes out and makes it a three-way dance of the last man standing, which is the first time it's ever happened.
And was he not the last man standing? And has he not since proven that he is a truly worthy Renegade champion?
For 1 year, for one solid year, he has. And that's why... What?
He has been a consistent proven contender in this division, both when it was under Manslaughter's reign of violence and destruction, and even when the division cleaned up its act occasionally, he has proven himself time and time again. You could say indoctrinated all you want. He found the light of the farm, and it led him to glory and victory, and many walking abortion clinics later.
Tomato. But you know what? A lot of tomatoes going to get crushed tonight because blood is going to rain down, and that's why Apnow, Smiles, and TJ Blaire are the first to enter the arena. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, from the blue practically, Blakey Dyer comes out of absolutely nowhere, starts attacking both guys, especially Smiles. Security has to back Blakey up, but that is when, and you talked about them earlier, what were they called? The International Pool
Agents. More agents of Interpol have, after this out of nowhere assault, which before we get back to them, so he has the time to finagle his way to interfere with the title matches, with the fractured title being raised and lowered on its pulley system. He has time to do this assault, but he could not do his job and be on this table this evening. No offense, I'm with you two guys. When it's his job to be here with me, he and I will have words again. But yet he came out, attacked Apnow Smiles unprovoked, and then let Interpol agents drag them and the farm boys who did try to come and help Mr. Smiles. All three arrested by agents of Interpol, thrown into black vans, and driven away.
You know, how long has the farm been throwing people into the back of shady trucks and driving them off to undisclosed locations? And how crazy is it that tonight the farm is the ones getting thrown into the back of mysterious vehicles and driven away to undisclosed locations?
Some weird, twisted justice that this world has. Those people were taking
justice. He admits
twisted,
this is justice.
Twisted mirror. Because those people all
twisted
just went
metal.
to a farm where they could be happy and roam with all those animals that everyone lost when they were 12.
And the green people.
And the green people. But speaking of green people, Sandra Cool makes his way next to the ring, happy as can be, and looks like he's brought his family. They want to see him get the revenge. His wife's right there. He winks at her, blows her a kiss. Then also, TJ Blaire looks like he blew her a kiss too. Then Cerebi comes down to the ring, and from here it's just nonstop mayhem. You know, Sanders.
Did you notice what was on TJ Blaire's shirt?
What did it say?
Aside from the blood?
It was, aside from the blood, he had written on the shirt the date that he attacked Sanders' wife.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This dude is going all the way off the deep end. I remember watching him at that point, and he was totally against it. And now he's embracing it. What has the farm done to this dude? I know he's a sick fuck anyway, but
sometimes
they made him a champion. That's what they did to him.
He's killing babies.
Sometimes when you go farm, all you get is chicken parm.
What's wrong with chicken parm?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, for people who are normally anti-farm, that's a good sales pitch, actually. Everyone should join the farm for unlimited chicken parm.
No, chickens and Parmesan should not mix. Chickens and Parmesan should not mix.
But you know what did mix?
How can you look so much like Pedro? Disrespect
competitors in this match. That's what mixed.
That's what was mixed. That was some mixing, and they were getting a fixing to beat that booty. of TJ Blaire started this off. Sander and Cerebi started quickly beating him down, trying to get the better of him. And that's when TJ Blaire rolls out of the ring. These two look like they want to just settle between them. Back and forth, forearm exchange by both men. Cerebi gets the better, throwing Sander into the ring, pops him up, hits a Samoan drop. Usually, Samoan drops are reserved for Samoans and fat people, but being the big man that he is, Cerebi gets a pass. Then he goes to run off the ropes, tries for a backsplash, but Sander moves out of the way. Sander then springs off the middle rope, going for a moonsault, but that's when TJ Blaire rolls back in and midair catches Sander, power slamming him right down to the mat. He boots Cerebi right out of the ring. Cover 1, 2, but Sander's able to kick out at the count of 2. TJ Blaire hard Irish whips Sander right out of the ring and right in front of his wife. It looks like
it goes under the ring,
underneath the ring,
and he pulls out his most famous weapon in his arsenal. That hook and chain known as Scarlet. He brings
the hook and chain in front of the ball and chain.
No, not the ball and chain. This is the hook.
No. The hook and chain in front of Sander's ball and chain.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah,
and
the one who became very familiar with a hook after he punted her.
And TJ just digs this Scarlet right into the side of the face of Sander.
Hits Sander in the back with the chain a few times, right in front of his family. Then he's got him in like a headlock, and he puts the hook right in his right up to his face. And says, "This is what they felt."
What a burn! What a burn that had to run throughout the body.
Before he could do anything with that, Cerebi comes charging across the other side of the ring, pounces Blaire, and he goes flying into the steps.
Holy crap!
I mean, this thing just exploded out of place. Like that was like 280 pounds of psychopath.
Yeah,
hitting the steps.
6'4", 6'5", running at you like a freight train. And that he gets Sander up. Does Cerebi rolls him into the ring, pulls the table from underneath the ring, slides it in, and he grabs Blaire, sending both men into the ring. Charlie Cerebi sets this table, grabs both men, getting them both up, knocking their noggins head to head, skull to skull, blood pouring down the face of Sander, a little bit trickling off of Blaire, grabs them by their throats, and double choke slams straight through this singular table. Big man got some power. He gets on top of Sander, goes for a cover, 1, 2, but Blaire's able to get on top and break it up. Charlie then gets Sander up. Looks like he's going to go for that crucifix into a sit-out powerbomb that's won him many matches. But Sander's able to slide himself down. He then super kicks Charlie. And Charlie Cerebi, Blaire runs at Sander, but Sander somehow is able to super kick him. He gets out of the apron, does Sander, springboard, shooting star, knocks both men down. He gets on. Yeah, very, very much so. And gets on top of Cerebi, cover, 1, 2, kick out. Tries to get on top of Blaire, 1, 2, but a kick out.
Sander is desperate at this stage.
Very much desperation reeking throughout the face and the body of that man. He goes outside, with looking his wife in the eyes, gets some kind of weaponry underneath the ring. It looks like some glass, shards of glass. Yeah, a bag of shards of glass. Sounds like that's what it sounded like, and pulls it into the ring, but immediately is met by a big boot straight from TJ Blaire. Blaire dumps all of the glass everywhere in the ring, and he goes to gets Sander up, lifts him up, high angle lift with the power bomb straight through into the glass. The back is
Sander's back.
Very much so, and that's, but out of nowhere, just like he did earlier, another pounce by the big man. Charlie Cerebi comes at knocks Blaire almost out of the ring, but able to catch him a little bit, grabs one of the shards of glass and digs it straight into the face of Blaire, carving, much like, I guess this is a tradition in the family of Slayz and Cerebi, much like she did FU on a table. FU carved right into the skin of TJ Blaire from Charlie Cerebi. He sends Blaire out of the ring, right in the middle. He sees Sander, picks Sander up, finally able to hit that crucifix into the sit-out Liger bomb. 1, 2, and 3. New Renegade champion, Mr. Cerebi.
Wow.
You could just
what in the freaking,
that was some robbery.
What is that match?
But
that was not robbery. That was justice.
Wow.
To be fair, of all the people to clamor for justice against the farm, there's not really a whole lot for Cerebi there. All the times he has threatened me to get an opportunity like this, congratulations to him, but it's going to be an uphill battle for him to keep that thing.
Speaking of uphill battles to keep things, the main event of the evening, the MDC World Championship on the line. Now, this is going to be something that is going to be a little weird to talk about because
no one supposed to be a triple threat.
This was originally suggested
a one-on-one,
and no one thought when this originally was booked to be a triple threat that Mr. Rajax would be heavyweight champion of the world, of the MDC world. But somehow he is. And it's come to this, though. The man...
borderline undefeated Lord Rajax. Put some respect on that man's name.
The man that won the Springtime Rumble. The man that should be facing Dylan Mason right now for that championship. The man that should be conquering every bit of the farm, along with the people that have tonight. Mr. T-Money, the franchise.
The former two-time world champion, the franchise.
The man that is the first ever triple crown of this company. Coming to this contest, facing Lord Rajax for this world championship. But the last man standing, the only way to win is you make sure your opponent is incapacitated. Now, these men, both of them, very intense as they come down to the ring. Rajax clutching that championship. He's very proud to be world champion. He stated that multiple interviews, doing press throughout the week. But T-Money, this is his company, been his company since the day it was started 4.5 years ago. And he wants to be champion, be the first 3-time MDC world champion. Both men stare at each other, lock horns. But being the Georgia boy, like Rajax of Texas, T-Money starts whipping that booty crazy, whipping that ass hardcore, punching, lighting Mr. Rajax up. Fist of fury, fist of flying from T-Money. Blood starts kind of trickling already from the nose of Rajax. T-Money he gets him up, lifts him into the ropes. Big boot come off from T Money. Ref tries to start the count, but T Money doesn't let that happen. He wants this to get something done pretty quick. So he gets Rajax up, gets him on his shoulder, hits a return to Cinder, kind of already looking, maybe kind of underestimating Rajax, but ref starts to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and at 7 somehow Rajax is able to get off the mat up to his feet. Blood still kind of trickling.
A lot of people underestimate him. We called him the undefeated Lord Rajax in the back because of how many matches he was winning. Yeah. That's true, he's no longer undefeated. But this man is not the pushover people think. It's going to take a lot more than that so quickly to keep him down. Though it did look like when he went down for the 7, I think he was just shocked at how quick he was hit with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And but things escalate to the outside, and T Money sends Rajax right to the outside, slamming him face first right into the steel steps, then able to lift him up face first, flapjack right on to those stairs. Ref starts to count 1, 2 as T Money looks under the ring for weaponry. 3, 4, 5, 6. Using the assist of the stairs, Rajax is able to get himself back up. Out from under the ring comes T Money with a steel chair, and he goes to hit Lord Rajax, but Lord Rajax is able to block it with a boot to the gut. Hits T Money in the stomach with the brunt of the chair. Back first, to steel chair to the back from Lord Rajax to T Money, and then smacks him right over the face. T Money still on his feet. Lord Rajax drops the chair right to the ground, then is able to pick the larger man up. And T Money's a big man, 6'5", over 250 pounds. Puts him up, drops him dead. Drop dead brainbuster right on the chair.
Ain't that the damnedest
thing? The damnedest thing, truly, really, really, and truly is. And the ref
the ring. It's a brainbuster on a chair.
And a man that tall, that heavy, coming down right on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised he could feel his arms after that.
Yeah, there was definitely some, a little bit of tingling, but here comes Rajax up to his feet, telling the ref to count, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But right up at the 8, so the postman making it up. Blood now running down his own face, matching the blood that's trickling all over the face of Rajax. Rajax grabs that chair, swings at T Money, but misses it. T Money hits a bra kick, steps up right with that bicycle-like kick straight to the face. Boot imprint left on the face of Rajax, and he grabs that chair, smacks it in the back of Rajax, throws him into the ring. That's when T Money gets up, goes underneath the ring, and he pulls out. We saw a bag just a minute ago with a glass. Yeah. This glass is going to be nothing more. It can only be one thing, and that one thing is thumbtacks. Hundreds and thousands of thumbtacks poured out onto the apron. T Money stomps his boot right into those thumbtacks that had to hurt his feet a little bit. But the ref is counting. The ref is up to like 6 with Rajax, as Rajax uses the ropes to assist himself to get back up. Runs straight at Rajax, does the postman. Tacks included into his boot. That boot with the tacks meets the face of Rajax, and tacks fly every freaking where. Blood not only in the nose, but now running down the forehead. This mat is stained. This is the most stained mat in MDC history. But as tacks are flying everywhere, Rajax is hoisted up top on to T-Money, shoulder, going for another return to Cinder. Somehow Rajax got up earlier, but it ain't looking like he's going to get back up now. Return to Cinder straight into those thumbtacks that are still on the canvas. As Rajax collapses, the ref counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But wait, T-Money, apparently so ruthless, stops the ref, telling him to hold on, goes back underneath the ring, and pulls out a freaking cinder block. And pushes it into the ring, getting Rajax back up one more time. A third return to Cinder. I don't know how many returns this man can make, but 3 looks like it's enough. Graves. But yeah, right onto the cinder block. Ref counts again. This time it's looking like it's going to be a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rajax ain't getting up. It's a 10, 5, and 5. Your winner, the first 3-time world champion of MDC, the franchise, the first Triple Crown, T-Money, the freaking postman. What a
brutal match.
What a brutal show. I mean, this was called Armaggeddon for a reason.
Like, there's a reason this was done in an outdoor venue, because if it was inside, the building would have been destroyed.
Yeah, there would not have been a...
And we didn't, and to be fair, didn't have enough money for rent.
No.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, all the money on the girls.
Spend all the money on the hula girls. And Jack Daniels costs a lot.
Yeah,
it does.
That was a lot of Jack.
Yeah, a lot of jacking.
Yeah, I had Jack Daniels, Jack
Harvey,
Jack in, Jack off, Jack Nicholson, Jack Black, Jack White.
No, we didn't have those. I mean,
from Jack White.
We did have a lot of celebrities in the crowd.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing was the fact that it seems like the farm is no more. Dylan Mason is gone. The farm boys are gone. The Renegade Championship is off of TJ Blaire. Smiles is nowhere to be found. Long gone, that piece of dookie. And T-Money is heavyweight champion again. All is right in the MDC world. This was the greatest pay-per-view in the history of this show, the greatest show in the history of this company. What is next, ladies and gentlemen? What is going to be next? We don't know.
What's next? Got to deal with all these legal issues with the farm and Interpol, and I got to figure out finances after this show, because this show was done free. People had to pay online, but it was $5 online. The only money we pulled in was concessions, which almost all went to Pedro, because somehow he got intelligent about his contracts.
Wow.
And
so, like, this made less than money.
I'm not getting paid after tonight.
So this is,
you two, I'm going to say, might not be getting paid after tonight. The talent might be paid tonight.
So this is
what can you say?
We're in the red.
We're in the red, and the future is unclear, but the world is full of potentials tomorrow. No sunrise is more beautiful than the one that was not promised.
Wow.
And on that note,
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
To be contenders.